Yeah. So good morning, everyone. My name is Arnold Nechambidi, Executive Director for Pambano Technology Development Center. We are a registered nonprofit organization here in South Africa, and our role is to provide technology capacity building to civil society organizations in Southern Africa. We are also a TechSoup partner in the Southern Africa, where we administer donated and discounted technology solutions from different technology companies. And today our main focus is on how can Lesotho nonprofits also benefit on Microsoft Cloud solutions. So around 2019, Microsoft started or made an announcement that they will be donating Microsoft 365 Business Cloud, business premium subscriptions to eligible registered nonprofits worldwide. And as such, our role is to provide that accessibility to nonprofits, so that as nonprofits, you also have access to this latest technology that is available as a grant to you as nonprofits. So we'll go through all the steps, and we'll also provide proper demonstration on what do we mean by this Microsoft Cloud software. You recall that, with the pandemic, with the COVID-19 pandemic, many of the nonprofits were not able to, one, go to the office, and were not able to work remotely. But with the Microsoft Cloud solutions, as nonprofits, you are able to work remotely, have access to all your files, you can share with your colleagues and so on. But I'll give a proper background on what is the process to also benefit on this grant as a registered nonprofit, and throughout all the steps. Okay, just want to go to the next slide. So this Microsoft 365 for nonprofits, it's a powerful bundle that includes all the all the office applications that we use on day-to-day basis as nonprofits. So, for example, we use Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, Access, all these applications. As nonprofits, we make use of these applications on day-to-day basis, and with the pandemic, we have seen increased cloud adoption where nonprofits, like now, we are not in Maseru. We'll be happy if we were in Maseru, but with the lockdown restrictions and with the COVID, pandemic, we are not able to travel and host, physical events as it were previously. So what do? We have reverted mainly on, online webinars. So as nonprofits, you are able to get, Microsoft Teams, which you can make use of similar webinar like this, live events, where you can host your AGM, using Microsoft Teams without having, the physical webinars that, as nonprofits were used to previously. Again, offers the security. So we always have questions, how secure is cloud? You can set up all the multi-factor authentication, and the business premium actually does come with all those security functionalities included on it. And then the nice thing, for many of the smaller organizations, when you get the Microsoft 365 Business Premium, you get up to 10 free seats, meaning that, like us, we are 8 of us as an organization, and we have been making use of the Microsoft Cloud for a couple of years now, and we are not paying a cent because we get this as a donation from Microsoft. So hence, for you as nonprofits, you can benefit on this grant where you don't pay a cent. If you have more than, say, 10 users, You can mix and match. There are other subscriptions that are available, like Microsoft 365 Business Standard, you have Basic, and so on, that again, we will still gonna talk about it. Now, as nonprofits, for eligible organizations, you have all these Microsoft Office applications. Previously, I remember when Office 365 got launched in 2013, we were all scared of it because, it was a subscription model. We're paying, it was paying per month, per user, which we felt, look, this is not the ideal model for us. And we always had that fear of, it always require constant internet connection. But when we start adopting to cloud, we realized that, that there's nothing to fear, because you get Office, the very same Office desktop applications that you use on your, say, Office 2013, 2016, 2019. You have those applications available. And the nice thing is that you get all these latest, Office applications. You get all the latest up-to-date Office applications at no cost. So instead of, so maybe you are in Office 2013, or now you have to upgrade to 2016. Okay, 2019 is now available. Now you have to upgrade again at a cost to Office 2019. Now 2021 has been launched, now I have to, upgrade again to Office 2021. Again, it's at a cost. But with the 365 cloud, you get all the upgrades, latest upgrades at no cost. You don't need to do anything. All your applications are updated automatically. So you don't really have to do anything. And you can work with these applications, even if, so for us in the country, we've been battling with electricity. Every now and then our electricity is being cut off, but it doesn't mean that we can't use the Office applications. We are able to continue using all these Office applications because you install them on your device. So you can easily go to your, Word or Excel or whatever. You are able to open all these applications, prepare your proposal or whatever that you want to work on. You are able to work on it without any limitations. So it's not like, everything is now dependent on electricity, because you have access on all these desktop applications. And when you work on your files, when say, you have now connectivity, all your documents will then, or all your files will then sync back to your OneDrive online, so you don't lose anything. You have all these at no cost to you as nonprofits. And again, as I spoke about Teams, it includes Teams. So instead of, so whenever you have, say, you want to have a meeting, instead of driving to a person and you find that, geez, I wasted my time, this meeting was not even worth it. What we do, all the meetings that we have them online. But because of the COVID restrictions, when things get back to normal, we will obviously have like a hybrid model where other meetings will still continue them on Teams. Others will have like physical meetings where necessary. And with the seats that you get as nonprofit. So I'll make an example. My email, arnold@pambano.org.za. I can install in up to 5 devices that I am using for me. So I've got 2 devices here. I no longer have to purchase licenses per number of devices that I have, because I've got these 2 devices using my email address. Go to office.com, install the premium Office on these devices. If I have a MacBook, or I've got another Windows desktop or whatever, I'm able to again install, and whatever files that I have on my OneDrive, everything on my emails, I will still access all the files across all my devices. So it's a nice way of, making use of this grant, where, I no longer have to purchase per device, but you get subscriptions based on the number of on the number of users. And as I said, it includes all the advanced security. You have your Defender and conditional access. So you are secure. You no longer have to worry about, insecurity. And of course, the encryption for sensitive data. So, we have organizations that are working with, data for the children that they're, say it's a children's home, or like say Lesotho Council of NGOs, you have your network database. So you're able to encrypt your data so that no one can have access to the data. Again, in addition to this grant, so as a nonprofit, you have access to 1 terabyte storage on OneDrive. So instead of saving on a device, and we have many cases for organizations where they save their files on a computer. When that computer gets damaged or stolen, they lose all their files because they were saving their files on a device. With this, you're able to save all your documents on OneDrive. You get 1 terabyte storage at no cost, where all your files are available wherever you are, regardless of which device. And also on your mailbox, you get 50 gig mailbox for each user. So my email address, arnold@pambano.org.za, I'm able to, I get 50 gig on my mailbox. So say you have a hosting company, they're hosting your emails. So again, it's a paid service. You have to pay, the company for hosting your emails. Here you're able to host your emails at no cost on Microsoft Cloud, but you will need to have access to your domain. So like LCN, Lesotho Council of NGOs, have your domain name. For us, it's pambano.org. You need to have your domain so that all your emails are hosted on Microsoft at no cost. And so if, say, your organization, has more than 10 users, for the very same business premium subscription, you are able to get, at a cost of $5 per month per user. So just to go back, the donation or the grant that Microsoft is, providing to nonprofits, this is not like just like your simple software, like Basic and so on, that, it's not really worth it. This donation is very, very good because as for us as an organization, we would be paying, $5 per user per month, times 8 users. We would be paying so much money, but we are getting this at no cost. So, and there are other subscriptions, which like business premium, business standard is about $3. It's a paid, you have to pay per user per month. So again, you can mix and match. If, say, okay, you prefer, say, after going through the 10, maybe you need additional subscriptions, you can again still get other users. Dai, am I recording this or not? Looks like I'm not recording, or is it recorded?
Arnold, it is recording from my side.
Oh, thank God. Sorry. I didn't check it. Sorry, Dai. Thanks, Dai. Great. So again, it does have a built-in Windows 10 upgrade, which you can upgrade at no cost. So yes, we've been talking about Windows 11 that has been launched. I don't know if I've not played around with that. I've not checked if you can get access to Windows 11 as yet, but with the grant that Microsoft is donating to nonprofits, you are also able to have access to the Windows 10 operating system. Now, as not, on day-to-day basis, we all make use of these Office applications, which, you may have Office Standard or Office Professional Plus, which comes with all these applications. But, Microsoft comes with the same. The Microsoft 365 Business Premium comes with the same Office applications, but it has more benefits than, say, the on-prem, of which the on-prem, the challenges that, so as I mentioned that, if you're on Office 2013 or Office 2010 or Office 2007, which by the way, service, the Microsoft is no longer supporting Office 2007. On the Microsoft Cloud, the 365, you don't really have to keep updating your editions. But if you have the on-prem, you have to constantly upgrade to the latest edition at a cost, of which the Microsoft 365 Business Premium, all the updates, all the upgrades are available to you as a nonprofit at no cost. And the online storage, the normal Office, 2016 or 2019, it doesn't come with online storage. But with the Microsoft 365, as I said, you have the 1 terabyte storage per user. So and again, there's more. You still have access to SharePoint. So instead of having a physical server in the office, like for us here in South Africa, where we constantly have, power cut, load shedding, obviously server can easily crash because of the, of the this on and off, on and off, on and off. Server will definitely crash. And when it crashes, all your data will be lost. So you make use of SharePoint, which you can save all your work on cloud without having to save on-prem, on your physical server. And the advantage for that is that you're not limited to work in the office. Like for us, as an example, some of my colleagues are in the Western Cape, Cape Town, wherever. I'm here in Gauteng, in Joburg, and some of my colleagues are all over. So we are able to work wherever we are because our work is not limited to only here in the office. We can work wherever we are. And that's the beauty of cloud. It enables you to work wherever you are without having to work in the office only. And as I said, the collaboration. So we use Microsoft Teams for collaboration and communication. Communication like a webinar like this, where you join on Teams. Every Monday we have a staff meeting, which we join on Teams, and the minutes, everything that we work, all the files that we work on for collaboration, we all share on Teams, where we collaborate, we share, we tag, we are able to work together on those files together. But I'll show you once I do the demo. When I do the demonstration, I'll show you how we make use of Teams for collaboration purposes, because we are not in the same office. And now, so as an organization from Lesotho, oh dear, I should have changed the link here. Sorry, we're doing we're doing a training for Zimbabwe nonprofits, because we focus on, on the Southern Africa. So we work with nonprofits in the Southern Africa.
I'll put the link in the chat, Arnold.
Okay, cool. So, our so we do all these for nonprofits from, Angola, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Eswatini, Mozambique, and obviously Lesotho, and here in South Africa. So we work with all these nonprofits where we guide them, we assist them on how to adopt on the latest technology. So as a registered nonprofit in Lesotho, you can go to lesotho.techsoup.global. You register as a nonprofit. So the first step obviously is you need to sign up as a user. You validate your email account, and thereafter you register your organization profile. We will need your certification of registration to confirm that you are operating as a registered nonprofit in Lesotho. So whichever you have, any documentation you have to confirm that you are operating as a nonprofit in Lesotho, do share it with us so that we are able to assess the eligibility of the organization. There are eligibility guidelines that we have to follow from Microsoft. But again, many of our services, we provide services to local communities. So you should be able to benefit on this donation, but you can register on lesotho.techsoup.global if you have not registered on the program. We validate, and you can get many of the technology solutions. Now, for the Microsoft Cloud, for the Microsoft 365 Business Premium that I've spoken about, you can apply directly on the Microsoft website, or we are here. We will guide you on how to apply. We do have the consultation where we can, provide all the guidance, where you complete that the consultation form. We'll guide you how many users you have, what is that you need. Do you need storage? What are some of your needs? We can go through that process together with you, so that this is not just a presentation, a once-off presentation where after the presentation we run away. We are here. We will guide you throughout the process so that everything that we do as a nonprofit, that through this process, we will, step by step. These are the processes that you have to follow. When you submit the application, goes to Microsoft, we do the validation, and again, we can place your order for the subscriptions that you have. Now, so I've spoken about the eligibility guidelines, the guidelines that we get from Microsoft, where when we do the validation, we have to, what is it that you do? So when you submit this application, please add more information about what is it that you do as a nonprofit, so that we are able to guide, we were able to fully understand what your organization is doing, what services are you providing to community, what are your objectives as an organization? And we need that, just that. Your mission, vision statement will be key to us when we do this presentation. And lastly, so instead of just, talking about, oh, you can get this, you can get that, we also have the Digital Skills Center, which we administer that with TechSoup. So TechSoup is our partner on administering the technology that we have. They've built a good TechSoup courses where, as a nonprofit, some are for free, some are at a reasonable cost. Where, so say you don't have an IT person, and you have, say, an accidental tech person who somehow, assisting within the organization, you can, that person can go through all these courses so that, whatever information they have, they're able to better serve your organization. So like teams, how do you collaborate on teams? So there are all these courses that you can go through. Some are completely free, some are at a reasonable cost, but again, is building capacity within the organization where, some obviously are still battling to make use of, okay, how do I work on Word? How do I work on Excel? So there are those basics where, each individual within the organization can learn, have an idea, this is how to work around it, and so on. And also, as an organization, we do host the virtual events where you need to sign up on our TechSoup Connect in Southern Africa page, so that on any of the webinars that we have, you don't miss out on any of the resources that we are sharing with the sector here in the Southern Africa. So we every now and then, I think on Thursday we have another one where we focus on public relations. So if you're interested in that, we're happy to share with you the link where you can join some of these TechSoup Connect sessions. every now and then we keep hosting all these sessions where we share any resources, any tech resources to enable to or to equip nonprofits internally so that you're able to use the technology that you have efficiently. Now, before I open, any questions, this is our phone number. Again, if you want a one-on-one session, we can have a one-on-one session. You can just send us an email, TechSoup at pambano.org.za, or you can send out, you can make contact with us. We are here. We will be able to assist you with everything that you require. So Dai, let me stop recording so that we can have like a better chat on